And Jesse Jackson was there at the Lorraine Motel, and he was downstairs, and it was common knowledge that Hoover had a designated black leader and that King should be killed. He told King to kill himself, or otherwise they'd have to kill him. And they had a designated leader. And what Jesse Jackson did, he sort of pulled, but it didn't come off right. When Jackie Kennedy left Dallas, they wanted her to change her clothes when she arrived in Washington. And she said, no, I want them to see what they have done. And she was filled with blood, but the president's head was on her body and it was blown off. She was jumping the back of the car to get pieces of the skull to put them together. So that was a genuine presence. Jesse Jackson was downstairs, flew up to the balcony and told people he cradled Martin Luther King when he was dead or dying, which he hadn't done. And he got some blood, and nobody knows how, and it was smeared over him in some way, that he showed up in Chicago and started having press conferences about how it happened, which isn't how it happened, and nobody knows how he got the blood on himself. I have a lot of articles, and I've done some on it. And so this week, I forget which program it was, I taped it off there, and they asked him about the story, and he said, well, ask Reverend Kyles, I think his name was, and I have to look it up. He was on the way to another place. Reverend Martin Luther King was supposed to stay at the Holiday Inn, and then certain people, black community and leaders, said you can't stay there because you should stay in the poor black, where the poor blacks stay, and don't stay at the hotel. So they switched the reservations. But the man that Jesse Jackson said this week to call wasn't even at the balcony. He says, well, you ask him. And it may be the man who changed the reservations. But they said, well, what do you know? He says, well, don't go back 20 years. Ask Reverend Kyle. He was on the way somewhere. Well, the one who was on the way wasn't smeared with blood.
Fucking terrorist.